Without scarcity, there would not be economics as a whole. This is because, by definition, economics is a social science that analyzes the most efficient way to use our scarce resources. So it's only right that the first video to post on an economics channel to be on the subject. Also, scarcity, opportunity cost, and choices are so interlinked that it is hard, if not impossible, to talk about them independently. So I shall talk about all the three concepts in this video. To start with, what really is scarcity? Scarcity comes about because, on one hand, human resources in the world are finite or limited. For example, the total land we have on Earth, the minerals that are there, the food in the world, etc. And on the other hand, human needs and wants are infinite in nature. One might argue that, but my needs are finite. If I have 1, 2, 3, I would not want anything else, which may be true for needs, even though this would require very efficient leaders to satisfy the needs of the people. But we cannot say the same about wants. Wants of people are by nature insatiable, because even when people have more and more resources, they still crave for more. At first, they just want more things in order to survive, which is the need phase. A person needs shelter, food, and access to education. Then when these are satisfied, people want better products of these categories, such as choosing to eat lasagna rather than just eating potatoes daily, for instance, so that they live more comfortably. But even after attaining this phase, people still want more because of the urge to look superior to others or for any other reason. And even when you are superior to others, in the sense that you have more and more resources, you do not stop looking for ways to have more and start giving the resources you have to the poor. Instead, the richest people like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos are still working hard to get more and more of the resources. Hence the saying, human wants are insatiable. So in brief, scarcity is the imbalance between the limited resources in the world and the unlimited needs and wants of the people. Scarcity is also what gives value to things. The scarcer a thing is, the more valuable it is likely to be. Hence the first paradox in economics. Why are diamonds more expensive than water when water is essential for life and diamonds are not? The answer is clearly because diamonds are scarcer and water is relatively abundant, hence the differences in prices. And this is also why the prices of minerals in general will always go up over time as they are depleted and become scarcer as years pass by. I think everyone has understood the concept of scarcity by now. Now, because resources cannot satisfy all our needs and wants, we must make economic choices on what to have and what not to have. All agencies in an economy are constantly making these choices. The government decides whether they want to focus on producing consumer goods, capitalistic goods, as well as the amounts they want to produce given their production possibility curve as they are constrained. A specific government department, like that of agriculture for instance, also has to decide the specific crops they want to produce and fund. An individual producer also does the same. He decides the specific goods he wants to supply to his or her customers. And the customers or consumers have to also make choices on what to buy and not buy with their budget line as the constraint. With choices in the picture, then comes opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is defined as the next best alternative for one and preference for another. This definition might go over the heads of men, but the concept really is simple. If you have $700 saved up and you decide that you want to buy a gadget, for instance, if you spend the $700 on a phone, then the opportunity cost of that phone is the television or laptop that you could have bought for the $700. So basically, opportunity cost of any purchase are the other things that you could have purchased using that money that you used for the purchase. These three concepts are the foundation of understanding economics as a whole, because they are the ones that lead governments choosing to be command economies or free market economies. They lead to determinants of demand and supply and many other things, if not all economics topics. If you grasp these concepts, every other topic that comes in economics will be fairly easier for you to understand.